Good morning, alumni from our beautiful St. Francis Colonnade and Garden here at Marian University. Many of you, of course, experienced this garden in profound ways. You're here, time of prayer, reflection. A lot of you had your commencement out here, which was quite beautiful back then, of course. I had a daughter graduate from here prior to my becoming president, and the commencement was out here on the lawn. Really quite a beautiful scene. So I hope it brings back a lot of great memories. In more recent years, of course, we've grown so that commencement is out in the center of campus, stadium, and now our beautiful new arena that holds over 3,000 people. So that's all changed. But the beauty of this garden, as we go through this pandemic and think about the tough times it's brought, and you think about Holy Week and the Passion of Jesus Christ and giving himself over for us and our salvation and a way of living, can't help but tie these two things together. In John's Gospel, we look at the Passion of Jesus, and there's three phrases I never forget. And they are, Jesus says, "I am." Peter says, "I am not." And Jesus says, "I thirst," and then they gave him some inexpensive wine, and he gave himself over to the Spirit. So during this time of dealing with a pandemic, the isolation it brings, we become more acquainted to who we are not, and what we thirst for, and giving ourselves over to the Spirit. The Marian community is an academic community. Our academic pursuits, research, teaching, learning, serving are all illumined by the light of faith. We are working out of a Christian, very Catholic perspective. The intellectual tradition, the teachings illumine everything we do that motivates us. St. Peter in the Gospel, when asked him, aren't you a follower of Jesus? He says, "I am not," just denying that he was. During a time like this of Holy Week and during the pandemic when we're isolated, I suppose all of us have had a lot of thoughts of what is not all that important to us that we pursued when we had total freedom for every social occasion and doing what we want, and times even 6 feet apart or more with our grandchildren, our children, or friends were easy to come by. And we often didn't take enough time to concentrate, enjoy a smile of a grandchild or a friend, or as an academic community, I miss the students so much here. It's just so boring without them. But to see them light up about learning and excitement and achievement, what a joy. And what do we really thirst for? What matters? It's one another, it's community, it's our faith. It's in service to others we find the great joy and hope. The time of the Passion, the time of a pandemic, are really about hope. Will we understand our faith, tell us everything we want to know? But it will tell us everything we need to know if we pay attention. What we need to know is to be truly ourselves, what we really care about, the smile of a child, figuring out something together under the tutelage of a great professor and our fellow students, working together in service. That's what we really need. And that's what we need to know, what we really thirst for, what we care about. We care about each other. We care about our students. We care about our mission. We care about our lives, how we serve, and how we advance the common good. Together we do that as leaders in the Marian community. So alumni, your institution that you're so much a part of stays firm to who we are not, and what we thirst to do. In the coming days, many of our students will have various needs through this pandemic and loss of income, etc. And we will work hard together to serve those needs. Alumni, friends, faculty, staff, we will be there for them. We are going to intensify our efforts to expand the Helping Hand Fund, participate in the Clayton event or the scholarship dinner to help our students. Together, it'll be more clear than ever. We are a place of great hope. We know who we are, we know who we are not, and know we thirst for. And we will be there together as alums and friends in the Marian community. Have a wonderful Holy Week. Give yourself over to prayer, service, and love to one another, your family, and what matters.